Alright guys, welcome back to my channel, AO Records. Please, if you're gaining value from this tutorial that I bring, please do well to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you get notified when I come up with new videos. So in this tutorial for today, we are going to be designing the new user page where a user can register, user registration page. So this is the previous video we did, which is the single user page. Yeah, so if you come from our user here, click on view, we have our single user page. So what we want now is our new user registration. So let's go straight to our VS Code. But before we do that, we need to um, before our table that we imported, let's just create an h1 here. See what I'm doing just in a moment. Create an h1 here and give it a class name of let's say user title, or let's say user list. Okay, I'll just say create a span, or let's just call it user. You'll create a span. Let's duplicate. We're gonna have two spans. So in this one, I'm gonna say list, and in the second one, I'm gonna say add new user. Add new user. Okay, so go to into our, let's just see what we have first in our, say it's user list, add new user. So we go into our single.scss, go to our bottom. This is our bottom right here. Inside is gonna have our, let's see, okay, I'm gonna have users dot user dot user. So we're gonna say font size 25px. Let's try 25px. 25px. We're gonna give it a color of gray. Color of gray. Okay, this is what it looks like right now. Let's still reduce it. Let's say 23px, and we give it a font width of 300. Font width of 300. Okay, this is looking better. So we're gonna say display flex. Display flex. Justify content space between. Space between. Okay. Let's do a padding bottom of 10px. Let's see if that will be okay. Padding bottom of 10px. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. So let's give our this particular span a class of new, a class name of new user, class name of new user, new dash user. So inside the h1 we say that new dash user, we're gonna say padding to my typing, padding 10 px. Let's try this first of all. Padding 10 px, border 1 px solid, 1 px solid, gray, border radius 10 px. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, so let's make our text smaller. So we'll go to h1. Let's just do what's happening? Let's just do 20 px. So I'll give this one a padding of 5 px. Let's try 10 px top, bottom, left, right, 5 px. Let's see if that will be fine. Okay, so the idea is that when we want to let's give it a cursor of pointer for this new users. Cursor pointer. Cursor pointer. Okay, so I don't want to click. So let's go to our. Well, first of all, let's create our new component. Let's just go to user or pages rather. Pages. Create a folder. Okay, we call it new. Then inside of it, create our new.jsx, new.jsx, and new.scss. New.scss. Let's correct this. We should use capital letter here because it's a component. Okay. So let's go into it. I use our code snippet array-fce. Okay. So we're gonna give this to be new because we changed it. I don't know why it's picking the old one. So that's fine now. Okay, let's give this one a class name of new. Class name of new. Then inside of it, we're gonna import our sidebar as we usually do. Our sidebar. Then next to it, sibling will be new container. New content. Sorry, I'm gonna have a div of new container. This is the new container. So inside of this, we're gonna have our nav bar. Let's import it. So next to it is gonna be let's just write the text of new. Okay. So let's import our new.css. I don't forget that. Import dot slash. Okay, let's do one. Quotation new dot scss. Okay, so now let's go into our new.scss and bring in our new star. Yeah, we'll do width of 100%. Width of 100%. We do a display of flex. Display of flex. Then we do new container. New container. Give it a display of a flex of 6. Flex of 6. Okay, let's see if that's speaking. Okay, no, we can't. So first of all, we have to go to our, let's see, let's check our app.css. App.css. So let's bring in our new component. Let's duplicate this. So this will be called is new, and call bringing our new component here. This is it. So let's go to our single so that we can use our link tag, so that we'll click on add new user, our single GSX. So we're going to import our link from routerag.dom and surround it with around this span. So let's import our link. Have we imported it before? No, we've not used link in this. So we say link from router.dom. Surround it with this span. Control X, bring it below right here. Control V. So link to what? Link to, I'm gonna give it link to slash new. Yep. So let's see if we're gonna see our page now. Okay, this is not displaying. There's something wrong. So the way I corrected my error was that actually it's the, I don't know whether it's my button or whatever, but this link was not actually imported. I imported it. I didn't know it didn't import at the top, so I checked, and now we've imported it. That's why our page wasn't displaying initially. So we did a link to new and gave it a style of text decoration of none. You can already do inline styling. This inline styling. So just give it a text decoration of none. Because initially there was a border button in our add new user. We had a border button, so that's why we gave it a text decoration of none. So what I just did here was that I gave our padding here. I gave our padding 20 px um so that the borders will be separated a bit because it was touching our card. I think it's looking better now. So what, let's also try a margin bottom of 20 px. We did let's see, for user we did margin bottom 10 px. Let's try 20 px. Okay, this is looking better. Okay, let's now start with our new page. So what we're gonna have is gonna have top and bottom. Just gonna have here top and bottom, a div of top, let's duplicate this, and a div of bottom. So at this top we're just gonna have a text of new user. Sorry, h1 text of new user. So at the bottom we're gonna have a div of left and right. So we say left, we say right. So inside this left, let's just do this. Let's say left, so we can do a little bit of a styling, and right. Let's check it. Okay, so let's go to our CSS, new.css. So now we're gonna have inside our so now we're gonna have top, sorry, dot top, and also gets bottom. So notice dot bottom, dot bottom. So what we're gonna do there, we're just gonna say display flex. Display flex. Let's see. Okay, it's now display flex. We're now gonna give it we're gonna give it let me see if this, okay, no, let's just go and pick it up. Let's go get that our CSS star. No, yeah, our CSS star. Let's go to single. So let's pick this our box shadow. Control C. So let's go to our new.css. Let's take it from here. So these are new.css, and let's just paste it here. Let's see what we have now. Okay. Open button. So inside, this is supposed to be separate. Well, I don't really know why this is. It's not picking the way I want it. Let's do imagine button for. Let's come here and say top and see whether it is going. Maybe because they are too close together. Let's do top. Imagine button 20px. Okay. So let's inside our let's go to JSX and import an image, but inside left, let's have an image tag here. img sorry. So give it this. Let's first of all import our image. So inside our assets, import let's call it img3, or let us say img1 if we use the from slash. Okay, we missed an O here. One from the slash. Assets. Assets slash. Why is it not showing up here? Okay, let me go into my file and see the name of the asset. This is supposed to give me assets. Okay, let me open our asset file. Maybe it will okay, let me open it up. Okay, avatar. Let me try avatar if that's what we need. Avatar the JPEG. JPG. So inside our image, we have a src property, and then we're gonna bring it in this way. So we say img1. Let's see. Okay, yeah, it's the image we actually need. So this is looking better. So let's go into, let's just give this a class name of Ava img and give it a alt of no image. Okay, so let's go to our new.scss Ava img. So that's inside top we have left. I think you're following. Inside top we have no, that's not it. Well, let me even start with top, because inside top we have like, what do we call it? Inside top we have an h1. Let's call it new user. I'll give it a class name of new user. Okay, so inside top we have a class name of new user. Let's just give it a font size of 20 px, color of gray, color of gray, font weight of 500. Let's now go to inside top, no, inside bottom. This is top. Okay, let's go out of it. Let's go out of it. Then we have bottom here. Okay, so let's style our image. We give it Ava img, abi? Ava img. Let's give it a width of 100 px, height of 100 px, and border radius of 50 px. I think we're already getting used to all this styling. Border radius to have a circle 50% rather. Let's check. Okay, see what it's having here. Then let's do a padding for our bottom. Let's do a padding of 20 px. Padding of 20 px. Let's see. Okay, better. This is supposed to be inside. Oh, I made a mistake here. It's supposed to be inside left. Dot left. It's in our bottom and it's in left. Ctrl X. Paste it here. Ctrl V. Okay. So let's try text align center. So inside left, let's do text align center. Text align center. Okay. How am I still having right? Okay. Okay, then next thing we'll do, after our left in the bottom we have right. Yeah, so yeah, say dot right. So we give this one this just remembered now, we give this one a flex one. I think that's why our styling didn't pick. Give this one a flex one. Flex, let me see, flex one. Then we give the other flex two. Then we give right flex two. Okay. So um let's go into our right now, put in our JSX. So what we're gonna have here, we're gonna have a div, a div of, let's just have a form first, a form tag. So inside of it, we're gonna have this is how you do your form styling. That's how your form JSX. We're gonna have a form input, a div of form input, form input. So inside this, we're gonna have a label tag. Label tag, and let's call this one user. Username. And after that, we're gonna have an input. Input of a type of text and a placeholder of a Wema dot Bello. That'll be the username. Then we duplicate this, Ctrl C, Ctrl V, or what we'll have here, sorry, what we have here will be name and user. Name and user. So our placeholder will be Wema Bello. The space Wema Bello. Okay. So what we're gonna have next is gonna be, see, email. Control V. We're gonna have email here. Let's do this so before we go far. So our placeholder will be Wema Bello at gmail.com. Okay, so what we're gonna have next is our password. 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 Okay, type of password. And this one we're gonna get is gonna have a type of email. So all we're gonna have is password. So next, we're gonna have address here. We're gonna have type of text and a placeholder of address. Okay. Next is gonna be country. But let's just do, before this we're gonna have phone number. Phone number. Type of text. We're just gonna have a random number of +234 0 8 8 0. Okay, so what we're gonna have next, it should be the last, is our country. We're gonna do country. I was gonna say country. Type of text. I'm just gonna write here default to be Nigeria. Okay, let's look at our form now. Something is wrong. This label, I made a mistake. Small to be small letter O. Okay, so let's correct everything. Okay, we are good now. So the next thing we're going to do now is to start with our styling. Before we continue with our styling, let's do this. You see, we're gonna have a file, because we're gonna be uploading file. So we're gonna be having a file icon. So above our first input field, sorry, our first form input, Let's put it up here. Control V. This one, it's not gonna be. What we're gonna have here is gonna be an icon. And we're gonna call drive folder. Okay, this is it. Folder upload outline from Material UI. Yeah. So we're gonna give the label. Or let's just first of all. So this input now will be a type of file. Type of file. Sorry. Type of file. Okay, let's check it. Okay, you can see it here. So what I want to do now is that we're okay. Our this icon. Let me see if our icon is uploaded. This is the problem. Let me put it back. Why are we still okay, I get it now. Control V. Um this I did a paste here. I corrected all the labels. Yeah, I'm supposed to make this a small letter just as I did for the rest. Remember I did copy and paste, so the error still still pasted there. So let's check it again. Okay, this is what I wanted to see. But if you click on the icon now, you can see nothing is happening. But if you click on this to take us to our either our phone or our operating system to upload a file. But we're going to give this a display of none. What is only going to show is just going to be this icon. So this is what you do. You come here, HTML4. Yeah, give it a value of file. Then we'll come to our input here and give it an ID so that we can link the two of them together. An ID of still that same file. So file. Can I type in file? So when we go to this now, if you click on this, you can see they are linked together now. So let's now go to our input and give it a display of none, because we don't want it to display, it's only. So let's get an inline style. I'll give it a display. Display. This is. Let me bring this down. A display of none. Display of none. So let's check it out. It's no more showing, but when we click on this, it still helps us upload a file. Okay, and that's cool. So what we just do is that we just give this, because we're going to do a styling, we're going to give this a class name of icon. And before this image, we're just going to write here image. I'll do this. Okay, this is fine. So in our icon, in our label, we're just going to do a text align of a display of flex and align item center. So let's start with, okay, one more thing, sorry, we missed putting our button here inside our form. After the last div of form input, put our button here. So just write here send. See it. Okay, that's good. So let's go to our styling now. Okay, so let's go to our new dots s css. Okay, so inside right, we're going to say form dot, sorry, we're just going to say form because that's the tag name, the element name. I'm going to say form display flex. Let's check it. You can see how they've all aligned horizontally. So we are going to use a flex of wrap. So what happens is that when you do flex wrap, it's going to see they can't fit here. They're all smashed up. So it's going to align them. So if you saying flex direction column is going to arrange everything one after the other. But if you say flex wrap, it's going to use, remember we gave this right a width of a flex 2, give this one a flex 1. So if this whole thing cannot contain flex 2, that is the parent container, which is right, it's going to align to the next line. Just look at what was going to happen now. Let's do um a flex flex of, sorry, that's not what I'm supposed to do. Let's say flex wrap of wrap, not wrap. You can look at it now. Look at it now. You see how they aligned. You understand? Since they can't contain that space. So what we'll do now is we give them a gap of 20 px. Gap of 20 px. The space out. So we now go in, still inside the form. What we do here, we say input, form inputs, form input. No, I think this is a class name. We give it a width of 40 px. Then we go inside the form input and we say input, and we give it a width of 100%. 100%. This is not appearing the way I want it. Flex 2. Let me check. Display flex fresh gap 20 px. Frame input width of, okay, sorry, this is gonna width of 40%. What did I do here? Yeah, this is better now. So we are now going to give this input a padding of 5 px. Of 5 px. Let's check it out. Okay, this is looking better. So we're gonna say border border none. That's going to take out the borders, but we're now going to say border bottom 1px solid. Border bottom 1px solid. Let's check it. This is looking better. So remember, we have this right here in our label. So let's do a styling that's going to make it appear better. Align center. So what we'll just do, inside, it's inside our form input. Yeah, so just do, say label, say display, give it a display of flex. Where's this? Oh, I made a mistake here. Display flex. Let's say align items center. I will give it a gap of 20px. Oh no, let's say gap to 10px. Gap 10px. Okay, this is looking better now. Okay, so let's give our, remember we had a class name of icon. So inside our input, form input, inside our, I think that icon was inside our label. Have we done anything label here? No. Let's just go inside our, let me see, let's just go inside our form input and do that. Let's just create an icon here. Just say that icon. Let's say cursor pointer. Let's check it. Okay, then let's style our button. Our button is inside our form, so this is where our form, right? So our form starts. So okay, so inside our form we'll say button. We'll say width 150px, 150px. Okay, so you can't fit there anymore, so it has to go to the next line. Let's keep styling. I will give it a padding of 10px. 10px. Okay, let's give it our border of none. Border none. Just want to show you guys every single step of it. We don't have a border now. So give it a background color of orange red, and you give it color of white, text color white. Okay, and the font, let's try the font size of 20 px. Let's say font size 15 px, or let's just say 18 px. Sorry, 18 px. Okay, this is better. Then let's give it a cursor of pointer. A cursor of pointer. Then for this our form, let's do we have display flex here. Let's do justify content space between and see what happens. Justify content space between. See how the space to the end, which I want them to have a margin, so let's use space around. Justify content space around. Okay, this is better. You can still increase the gap between them, so you can go here and say gap 30 px. Okay, this is looking better. Then let's give our top and bottom a margin of 20 px. Sorry, well, let's try padding 20 px. No, let's do margin. Okay, let's do h1. Let's give h1 padding. H1 is inside top. Let's say h1 padding 10 px. H1 10 px. Okay, this is better.